Um,
All right, we're waiting for Kerry's camera to come on, and then we'll start the episode. We'll start the introduction. We're doing something a bit different. We're starting raw so you guys can see the chaos we have in getting this episode started. We're 5 minutes over at the moment, and
yeah,
Kerry, what's happening?
like honestly, guys, I've got no. Oh my God, I think it's working. Hold on. It says it's working. Come on, you silly sausage.
There's my title for the episode: Silly Sausage.
It says I've got two cameras that are waiting to connect. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to just crack on, because
Honestly, this is just a weekly occurrence with Kerry.
I know, but actually I can't do anything.
And you didn't you- is this the new camera you got as well for the seminar this weekend?
I mean, yeah, but I'm not using that now. I'm trying to use my phone again.
I had a whole fiasco with TikTok Live yesterday.
You
Oh,
Throughout,
really?
throughout, I want to do the Real Body Podcast News on TikTok Live as well,
Oh,
and
wow.
people ripping into me because I couldn't get my camera to work. And they're like, "Oh my God, who is this middle-aged person, or
Oh,
who is this stone-aged guy who doesn't even know how to use TikTok?" And it was all live, and everyone just see me just well, I say pulling my hair out, but it was just I looked like such a prat. I mean, I had to sack it off. I was like, no, it's stressing me out.
yeah, this is stressing me out as well, to be honest. We can carry on while I keep trying to figure it out if you'd like. I mean, no one's really missing much, but I actually do know what to do. Don't know what to do, so I'm going to chat GPT it.
Shall we get
Chat to the
started?
rescue.
Let's get started.
We'll get started and we're going to talk about, okay, we'll get started. Yes, guys, Bikini Insider episode 49. We're one episode out from 50. We've got Marnie and we've half got Kerry Sexton. I don't know if we will have her today, but she will be here on the weekend at the NPC Worldwide Ultimate Seminar in Derby, 7th February. We're at 850 odd people attending. Of course, some people will not show up, but I'm hoping everybody will. Marnie, how are you doing?
I'm very nervous actually. In a good way though. I feel like this is something that's really going to push me out of my comfort zone, and I feel like I haven't had that for a while because obviously I haven't been on stage competing, and yeah, I think it's probably the volume of people that are going to be there. That's the thing that I'm nervous about, and all the faces staring back. But, hopefully we do get a really good turnout, as I'm sure we will, because there's just going to be so much value at this event, like for all the divisions, males and females. And yeah, if you're not signed up to come yet, I've been recruiting all of my posing clients who haven't seen all the posts. I'm like, are you under a rock? Because we've been sharing so much on Instagram.
You just sack them off. That's
But
poor. Poor for them.
yeah, we've had a few like last minute sign-ups as well, which is great. So we might even see that number climb over the next couple of days, if the tickets are
I
still up.
I was looking back at the WhatsApp group, scrolling back, because I remember there was a time when I was like, oh, only 100 people have actually shown interest in joining the waiting list. We'll be lucky if we get 250. I think I may have said it on maybe one of these podcasts, but I didn't put it down in the WhatsApp. I was trying to find the message so I could screenshot it and put it next to the actual amount of people that's actually registered for the event. And I was like, oh, I did look like a silly sausage thinking it'll only be 250 or actually 850. So,
Well,
but what I've heard from Becky is that it's apparently, the biggest NPC seminar ever put on
oh, wow.
worldwide.
Really?
So that's what I've been told. Um,
Oh my
so
goodness.
but then that's the number of people registered to attend. Of course, there'll be some
That's
no-shows,
crazy.
but I'm gonna stick with that title. I'm gonna stick with that title that it's the biggest NPC seminar ever been put on. It's our first one, and we have people from 14 odd different countries: Spain, Italy, Denmark, Slovakia, Austria, Poland, Spain,
Oh my goodness.
Ireland, and a few other ones as well.
It's
So it's
crazy when
international.
we scroll back through our chat and look at all the messages from like 2024, and we need an event, we really want this, like why have we not done it yet? Like what can we do? How do we do it? And now the messages in the chat are like Is anyone free for a last minute call just to go over this? So there's so much happening right now this week. It's just crazy. But yeah, I think just because we've been so persistent with it, and I feel like we've thought of everything, we've thought of everyone as well. We've tried to make the topics kind of widespread. So it's not just about any one thing specifically of like, oh, this is the criteria. It's about mindset, it's about what it takes to win. And obviously, it's a great opportunity for like people to actually get together in person, not at a show, which I think that's one of the highlights of these because the network and opportunities and the connections that you make or can make at this event will be huge. So,
Talk about connections. Kerry, is your camera connected to
yeah.
this anytime soon?
Honestly, I'm on ChatGPT trying to
Can
do.
you request her to share her camera? Is there a button there?
Oh, let's. Wait, let's look. The participants.
Oh
No.
my God, I've done it.
Oh, wait there. Oh shit.
I
What have I
have
done?
done it. ChatGPT is the best. Oh, you can't even see me yet, but I have done it. Wait a sec.
Gary, you've done shit. We can still just see your name on there.
Oh my God, it's disappeared. Wait a sec. Oh no. Oh my God, I just saw myself.
We've not seen anything. We're still seeing
Yeah.
your name.
Oh God, I thought I've got it though. I've got it cracked. I just
Okay,
didn't.
while she's got it correct and while she's about to jump on. Okay, no guest today, but we do have quite a bit of bikini news, which I want to go through. And then we're going to just go through a few little hot topics. And then really, it'll be a short one today. We're back with the guest next week because yeah, this week we've been planning for the event this weekend, and we've got a lot of things going on for there. So let's talk some bikini news and try to talk slow so
Hmm.
Kerry can come on. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen
Good
and
idea.
hopefully give Kerry some time to jump on. In fact, you know, oh no, what have I done? No, I can't. Ah, there we are. That's better.
The thing is, it's working and then it goes.
We
Um,
aren't seeing anything.
I know, but I can see it on the settings. I'm there. When I click settings, it connects to MacBook. And then, yeah, just crack on.
Okay, we'll crack on and we'll just carry on as normal. Okay, Lauralie, constant updates on her story,
Yeah.
on her feed. It is constant, and I just wanted to share this one because I mean, it really does look like that. One, not only is she in a great place at the moment mentally, we've saw that in the Sydney Gillen podcast with a coach, but also we're getting regular, kind of more, well, I say physique updates. You know, she's wearing her crop tops in the gym, and you can see clearly her condition, the detail coming through every single day. Marnie, you must be clicking on her stories as well. You're seeing this, right? I'm not talking shit, am I?
No,
No,
I totally agree with you. I'm actually really enjoying seeing the updates from her. It's so obvious the energy that she's got right now. It's really coming through. And I mean, I know this isn't directly related to physique updates, but even the fact that she's doing her Q&As and stuff again, because she used to do a lot of those, like, where you put a question box and it's just really nice to see her being a little bit more active on the stories and things and posting like on a daily basis. She's always been someone that shared like a lot of training clips, which is nice, but it's cool like just to see other things. But to look like this, yeah, with just a few weeks still to go is
Yeah.
crazy.
This is a far cry from what she brought to Olympia, which
Yeah.
obviously we understand that there was a lot of things outside that was impacting her and the physique that she wants to bring. But already, I mean, she's obviously blown it out of the water because we knew that was going to be the case. But we're now maybe looking at another level of Lauralie with a new coach, new eyes, some new training methods, which she mentioned in the City Getting podcasts. And I'm just clicking through some of these. You could tell straight away from her physique, the core, the vascularity coming from
Wild.
her shoulder, her arm, her face is sinking in.
Yeah.
right where she needs to
It's all
be.
there. Sorry,
She's literally right where she needs to be. You'll see her
let's
reversing
look at the
into it
back. Here we
well,
go.
I reckon.
I mean, even there, it's the back details all coming through there.
I mean, the fact that Damien's overseeing every single thing as well, that attention to detail is just so obvious seeing these clips. Like, he's obviously one of the best coaches in the world, but, she's obviously gone out to Arizona just to really dial and lock in. And I think, yeah, just it just highlights what we always say about things like your environment being so important. Oh, Carrie's gone. Great.
Yeah, sure, I'm sure she'll be on one moment. I will say this: from the Sneaking In podcast, we went back to it last week. I've never seen a coach for a bikini competitor be so vocal on their athlete in regards to what we're going to expect for them
Mm.
2026. He said fucking lights out come Olympia. That's straight up. I've not heard a coach for a bikini athlete to go
Mm.
straight in and say that. We know Neil, we had Neil Cash the other day, and he's very confident about his competitors, but he'll never be like, you know what, it's lights out for everyone. We're going to go
Yeah.
and dominate. We get better and better. Win this, win this, win this, and then game over in Olympia. What is this now from Kerry? Um, my point there is, should is that unnecessary pressure being put on to Lauralie, given the fact that she needs to rebound from what was the first time being outside of a top five, and outside Olympia to come back to Arnold. We're now expecting Lauralie to blow out the competition all three shows now.
I
That
don't
looks
think
like the bar set.
I don't think it's unnecessary pressure because if he's seen it with his own two eyes and he's just being honest, like then we all know that Laura Lee is an athlete who, when she's on, people have said this about her before. Like, if she comes to the Olympia, 100% she will win the title. Like, we've heard people say this before. So I don't think it's unnecessary pressure. Like, if she looks like this now and they're feeling this confident, they know how she looks at her best from all the data that they've got. So, I mean, maybe he's just spitting facts,
Look, I love it.
which we like. Do you know what I
I,
mean?
I love when a coach is so confident in the
Yeah,
client. And look, obviously as well, that this is a new information that Dame is spitting out there. It's not like, oh my God, you never said that before. Obviously, Dame has planted that in Laurie's head that, you know what, you're going to dominate 2026 and you're going to be back on the top of the mountain, top of Everest. So I love it when a coach is that confident that I'm like, we're going to put it out there. We're going to put it out there. We're going to be accountable for our words because we know day in, day out, the actions we're doing, we're not missing a beat. So we do it, bar any freak injury or incident. Everything we're in control of, we're doing. We do that, it's game over for the competition. That's what he's put out there. That's the accountability now that we're going to hold them at that level to say, okay, that's what we put out there.
yeah.
Go deliver.
I think when it's an athlete of that high caliber, such as Laura Lee, you can say things like that. You can make those statements. It's a really interesting tangent where, obviously you've said, Suki, like, oh, I've never really heard a bikini coach say this before. And like, yes, we're talking about like the best in the world here. But I just like, because obviously we do have a lot of amateurs that watch this. And I think it's important to make the distinction there that, like, if your coach is not saying these things to you as an amateur, don't take that in the wrong way because I do think you need that element of being realistic. Like people say, like, oh, we need to be realistic. Like, yeah, shoot for the moon, absolutely. And you want to be with a coach that believes in you. But I think ultimately, like, yeah, do you get what I'm saying by that? Like the statements that the brash statements like that, well, yeah, it's Lauralie. You know
100%.
what I mean?
It's like those, I want to say like those top level kind of athletes that you can kind of say these things with. Whereas like
Mm.
not like putting myself down or anything like that, but like you can't say that. You can't, my coach can't turn around and say to me, well, we're doing absolutely everything. We're going to win the Olympia this year. Like,
Yeah.
nah.
This is where the whole talk of like the genetics thing comes in because that's been talked about a little bit, I'd say, over like my coach Jake has been speaking about that on his podcast. And, I've seen other coaches, not even just bikini coaches, talk about like in terms of winning the pro card and even just at that level, not necessarily Olympia level, like you do need the genetics for it. And I think, you can outwork genetics, but only to a certain point because when you get to the pro league, like everyone's good. So yeah, I think it's a really interesting subject actually, like the whole genetics and like sort of having that confidence for your clients and having a coach that believes in you, but also that's not going to be too delulu.
Yeah. It's about setting like realistic
Yeah,
expectations at the end of the day, but also it is a hard one because I posted a photo today, for example, and you could pull it up to be fair.
it's
If
crazy.
Yeah, if I was to say back then, like I'm going to be at the Olympia one day, you might look at that and be like, yeah, you haven't got the genetics for that. So it's also one of those, isn't it? Because
Yes.
Let me get
we
this up.
don't know until we don't always know what we're kind of capable of until we rinse and repeat over and over and over again. And that was 2 years into my journey. And then that was like a couple of weeks post show, actually, maybe. I think I might have written 25. So that was just like a couple of weeks post show. So yeah, still back end of 2025. But
I
you
can't lie. I can't lie. I stared at those glutes on the right for like a good 10 minutes.
that is wild
It's
to me.
unbelievable.
It's
Like,
wild.
mate, that glute med, wow.
Yeah, we just need the waistline to follow on the front shot now.
So impressive.
But I do actually look at that, to be fair, and I don't
What was that one?
The
um
meme.
I don't often like, I don't know, look myself up or anything like
There
that.
it is.
But like I do think like for a rear shot, that is quite possibly like up there with some of the best.
Absolutely, you're an Olympian. Say it.
So I am proud of that. I'm well excited as well to see what has been done in the time since that. So
Mm.
but yeah, it just goes to show sometimes like, you would never probably have looked at me back then and been like, yeah, like she's gonna go to the Olympia. And I've definitely
Yeah,
had that, and you will have that in your career where people are gonna doubt you a lot. And it just goes to show what can happen if you keep going.
yeah. I mean, I had it as well. I'm sure there'll be people that probably laughed years ago, like, huh, yeah, yeah, you're gonna be a pro or whatever. If I happen to like talk about that being a long-term goal. But I think if you've got it in you deep down, you kind of know, but also you will like I knew deep down that I would do it one day if I just kept going. But then I also had on the flip side of that, the days where I'm like, but is it actually gonna happen? You'll know what I mean by this, Kerry. Like inside, you kind of know what you're capable of, but then you do still have that, oh,
Yeah, even still, I have that to this,
yeah.
yeah, about like my next big goals and things like that. So I think that's like a very real thing, but keeps us going at the same time.
Hmm. Hmm.
Let's go to the next piece of news because we talk about Olympia. Let's talk about Isa, who's dropped a
Yeah.
physique of you. Actually, she sent this video to me the other day. 17 weeks out, this was. So I looked on the Pro League calendar and where did 17 weeks land? It lands at Legion, which I imagine will be the opening show of 2026 for her. She didn't confirm, she just gave the winky emoji. It's going to be Legion. And then I imagine it's going to be Tampa, and then I probably imagine it'll be Texas, and then it'll be Olympia.
Yeah.
But this is one person who is, once again, sharing a lot of updates. She's being very
Yeah.
transparent on a page, on a social story, everything. Even doing the whole comeback videos on a YouTube channel. So she's putting a lot of content out there, with Team Atlas. So for what you're seeing, everything's on course for a great return for her.
Massively.
Yeah, she looks great. I'm excited. I think with that run of shows as well, it's those are busy shows that the competition is high, and she'll be obviously one of the favourites
Yeah,
going in to
definitely.
win.
100%. Well, so go next. Let's go to Europe. Um, I want to go to Anna Setlak because she just confirmed that her off season is now at an end. She's starting prep. She's not confirmed what show she'll be doing. I've got a few ideas about what it could be. Let's just bring up their update. Here we go. The reason I bring up Anna because I just think that as a bikini competitor, she was one of the stories of 2025. The amount of times that she missed out on that Olympia qualification was just, will she get it? Will she get it? I don't know how many shows. I think she did about 12 shows last year. And
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
won the Olympic qualification on 9th or 10th.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts? Let's just look at Anna now. X weeks out.
I think this is first of all, I think this is like a really good composition to be at in an off season. Um, Everything's there, isn't it? Her glutes
Mhm.
look massive. She clearly did not need to add much muscle to her frame, so she can afford to sit on like the leaner side, I would say. So
Yeah, agreed. She looks very bubbly. We love that.
That's it. I imagine it will be. She'll start off with the European shows, so we know obviously we've got the UK Pro coming up. FIBO. Um, she's not doing the Arnold UK. Is she? No, she's not. She's not in the Arnold.
No, I don't
No,
think
no.
so.
Um, the reason I was looking down is because I had to put a post up, which is relatable to the next thing I want to bring up, and somebody dropped me a message with the shows that she's doing this year at the start of 2026. So I'm going to read out these shows and I want you to tell me who you think it could be, which European pro, and then I'll
Right.
bring it up. Okay. So this European pro dropped me a message a moment ago. And I've just dropped the post now. She's just confirmed the shows I'm doing at the start of the year is Arnold UK, UK Pro, FIBO, New York, and Pittsburgh. Give me your guesses who you think could be.
Phoebe Hagen.
Is that your guess? Why would it be Phoebe? If it was Phoebe, I'd have mentioned Arnold Classic Ohio,
Yeah, I
which I
suppose
didn't.
so.
I'm sorry, I
Mm.
keep coughing.
Who do you think? I'm going to give you guys one guess each, and then I'm going to
Is
grab the
my guess
post.
over then?
No. I'll lead you a new one.
Say it
Hang
again.
on, let me think
Okay,
about this.
so the person has just dropped the 5 shows she'll be doing, starting at Arnold UK, UK Pro, then FIBO, then New York Pro, and then Pittsburgh. She's a European bikini pro, by the way. Come on, come on, come
Wait,
on.
who's doing Arnold UK?
Alice.
Sorry,
Alice?
is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Mind you want to throw me an answer as well? Before I
mm,
bring it up. Let's just bring it up. Let's just put everyone. Oh God, let me refresh this first, and the post will appear. Okay, the answer, Kerry, you are right. It is Alice.
hey.
Wow. What?
So
Yeah.
Alice has confirmed. Obviously, we know she's doing it on UK, but she's also confirmed two bros UK Pro, which is what, a week, 2 weeks later, followed by FIBO, followed by New York Pro, followed by Pittsburgh. This is somebody who had 3 back-to-back pro wins in 2025. Um, that's Alice.
Nice,
A
yeah.
good lot of shows.
Once again, I guess clearly one of the standout European pros of 2026 with those 3 wins, including that US win at the Janet Battle of the Breach or Battle of the Bodies, whatever it's
Battle of
called.
Bodies, yeah.
No current physique updates from Alice, and she did a fair few shows last year. Um, I don't know where to go with Alice really. Here we go. Let's grab a couple of pictures here. Oh, let's grab the video. Was this one who was continuing to improve throughout 2025, which is getting better?
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to see how she does at UK Arnold's for sure.
Anyone want to Kerry, anything else you want to add on Alice? Did you go up against Alice in any shows apart from
Oh,
Olympia?
um, I can't remember. We must have. We must have. I can't remember which show she did last year.
She won the Euro Muscle. I can't remember the other shows really, but but yeah, I mean, look, I mean,
Regardless, like she's got a fantastic physique, hasn't she? Let's
what
be
Yeah.
what call out was she
real.
in at Olympia? I know she didn't place in the top 15, but do you remember where what call out she was at?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I can't remember
But
specifically.
I feel like she was just out of the 16. So
Yeah, she was just out of 16. I can't remember, it was fourth or fifth call out. But look, obviously, it's another. I think what's exciting here as well, and I'm seeing more European competitors doing this, and they are throwing themselves at Pittsburgh and New York. I know a few others which haven't announced their shows yet, but they have told me they're doing Pittsburgh and New York. So that's, I mean, we can see the show that five shows she's lined up. I mean, on the UK with anybody, we know the favourites are for those ones, Ashlyn and Ashley. I mean, obviously they'll be the two favourites, but they're the top two in the top six. Then, of course, the One Bro Pro show in UK and FIBO. You'd imagine they're the two that she might be thinking, maybe I can get those two as my back-to-back wins to get back to Olympia. And then Pittsburgh and New York is all about just putting myself in front of those big names. We know Amy will be there, and I'm sure there'll be more big names at those two shows. I guess that's how I see it. That's how I
Yeah.
see those five shows, how she's looking at it.
for sure, I definitely agree with that. And that's a good plan.
Yeah, totally. It's well, they're like mini Olympias, aren't they? Like Pittsburgh especially. So yeah.
What's gonna be interesting really is because now you got the whole scenario where you gotta win two shows to get to
Yeah,
Olympia. It's how many of those girls are you going to be
Mhm.
constantly up against at the same time? Like you just competed last week and you're going to have to go up again the following week, and maybe it was close, and maybe the decision will switch, whether it's first, second, or third or fourth. But there's a lot, right? There really is a lot riding. Even when you win your first show, you're like, I still got to do one more. And
yeah,
God, if I don't win that other show, I now need to start thinking about another one, even though I've planned these are my five.
yeah, defo. That's the fun of it this season. It really is, isn't it?
Let's look at somebody else who's going to be at the Arnold. I think she's going to be doing our UK. Sharon Ramos.
Yes.
Is she doing the Arnold UK?
Well, I know she's doing Ohio.
Definitely Ohio. Yeah,
Maybe not doing the UK show, but she's been sharing plenty of
that's
updates.
okay.
This must be the most recent update, isn't it?
Her
In
physique's
fact, right
pretty
there.
crazy.
Let me go to this one. What are you saying? Sorry.
Her physique is pretty crazy, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, that waist of shoulder is ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah,
Let's look in the
yeah.
rear.
Is she tall? Do we know? Is she a tall competitor?
Don't know. Kerry, have you gone up against Sharon
I
apart from
don't think
Olympia?
I don't think super tall. I think like maybe like five or something.
But yeah, she's been very sharing plenty of updates. I mean, from what I've seen as well from all the competitors, nobody is missing when it comes to condition. I know it's 4.5
Yeah,
weeks out. I know a lot of things could change as you get closer to the show, but at this far out, it doesn't look like anybody is going to be too far off
yeah.
100% at least. Obviously, Ashlyn's very confident as well. Lauralie, we saw on her post as well. Ashley Carl has not dropped too many updates. I've seen some YouTube videos on the Cold Fitness channel, and her condition looks exactly where it needs to be at 4.5 weeks out or 5 weeks out in the previous video.
Don't don't you think that the reason for that is because obviously, most of the girls will start a prep for the Arnold as they submit their application.
Yes, that's
So it's like you start regardless of whether or not you're actually going to be accepted. You don't find out at the start of the prep. You find out like halfway through almost.
Hmm.
and then most people have come off the back of like the Olympia as well, so not that much
Yeah,
else.
of course. Yeah.
Let me bring this up because Brian messaged me. Brian Powers, the president of the Arnold, drop me the full prize money breakdown. Now, we already knew about the open division, that prize was already well out. But now, obviously, the rest of the divisions have been announced. And let's go to bikini, because that's the same as men's physique, wellness, and fitness. We've got a 5 grand increase from last year on first place. I believe 25 grand was last year. That's gone up to 30, 15 for second, 8 for third. And then you are looking at, well, more than half in some of the placings. 15 in the UK, 5 in second, third, 3,000 third place. I don't do any price with fourth, fifth, or sixth. It's just the top three. But then again, I did see some people in the comments saying that they do feel that it's a bit unfair, the disparity between maybe, like, let's say classic, which is newer than men's physique and bikini. That prize money is so much higher than bikini, and also bikini's prize money is the same as wellness and fitness, and bikini is arguably one of the biggest divisions when it comes to competitors. I know we don't want to go into the political side of prize money. Do you think prize money is where it should be on the bikini level at the Arnolds?
I would love to see it go up. Obviously, I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
But I guess it's a process, at the end of the day, it's I guess all down to things like brands sponsoring the division potentially, because that's where you see usually the big injections of prize money, isn't it? Um,
I mean, I know obviously, look, Arnold is a very big fan of classic, which is why the prize money has gone up. What's also
yeah.
good anyway is that then it's put everyone else on a level playing field. So it's not like fitness or wellness
Yeah.
is less than bikini, saying, you know what, we're going to treat all the other divisions the same. What I'll be really interested to know, and I did ask the Arnolds this as well, that I'll be interested to know when they do the live stream, because it's completely free, what does the viewership peak at open? What's the peak for classic? What's the peak at men's physique and bikini and so on? So if you've got an understanding about how high the viewership peaks for each of those divisions, that gives you the indicator of
Yeah.
where's the, who's getting the most views, because you only fit 4,000 people at the Arnold Classic to watch the show physically, but online being free is watched worldwide. So I would love to know, like, the numbers and
Yeah.
what was the bikini numbers versus men's
I think
physique versus wellness versus fitness.
I think another good move which was made, which could see an impact on prize money, is obviously the introduction of Fit Model, and what that brings to obviously the industry as well from like a business standpoint. So hopefully over like as that grows as well, and more people turn pro, more people obviously injecting more money into the business, what it is.
I tell you what,
You know,
if Fit Model went into Arnold's,
yeah.
that's going to cause such a stir, such a big issue with the 212, with figure, with women's physique, with women's bodybuilding. My God, that would cause a huge debate. Look, rightly or wrongly, it already is created a debate, because
Mm.
I don't know if you saw the post I did the other day, the number of pro shows per division, and there was
Yeah.
a lot of talk about why is Fit Model so high versus the 9 shows of fitness, the 11 of women's physique, and then that's women's bodybuilding. Bikini was, I think, the highest next to men's
Mm.
physique, and then wellness, but Fit Model is right up there, not right up there with those, and it's only been 1 year for pros, to create pros, and of course now I'm going to see more bikini pros transition over to Fit Model.
It's
So
it's honestly, it's a marketability thing. That's
Yeah.
all. And business is all about marketing, isn't it?
But you
Like,
have to remember, like, as well, as the athlete is like, it is a business as well.
yeah.
And I always think like that. So
That that introduction of Fit Model is what allows things like the big open male divisions to have more prize money. That is literally, but yeah, I was gonna say, on the note of like the live stream thing and whatever, I don't know if this is already in place, but it would be very interesting to see from a ticket sales standpoint, Or even just like expo attendees, because some people don't go to watch the finals, but like, when you buy a ticket for like the Arnold Classic, that there's some sort of questionnaire there that asks the person, what are you most interested in whilst you're here? And then there's like a tick box for, like, for example, I love every division, but I'm going to tick the bikini box because that's what I want to see, right? So maybe that's a good way, not just the kind of views online for the live stream and stuff, but who's actually there physically in person as well and has bought a ticket.
I think I know a lot of fit model competitors. They messaged me when they were like, "Oh, do you know if fit model will be the Arnold Classic?" And I was like, "Absolutely not. Not this year. It's too early. Give it a chance, and probably not even next year." But what they're doing right now, and I will give the plaudits to the Fit Model pros, is they're going it by the right way in regards to what they're doing by really trying to generate as much content for the division, talk about as much as they can. Especially, I guess it's easier when you are maybe one, two, or three representing your country as fit model because you just feel that ownership responsibility to take the ball and run with it and be the beacon, be the flag bearer for your country. So they're doing the right thing at the moment, especially with the Japan Muscle Contest show, which I'm going to jump on in a moment, where you look at 40 pros stepping on stage. That's exactly what a promoter wants to hear when they think about bringing Fit Model to the
Hmm.
show. They know they're going to bring in most numbers. So I think the pros continue to do what they do, and we see the attractions, the big names as well, maybe transfer over, or the current big female pros become even bigger attraction themselves. Then you would imagine that it could give the Arnold Classic a headache to think maybe we do need to bring this division in.
Hmm.
Sure.
Talking about the fit model, so I think we've talked about the some of the big girls, the well-established girls, Angie, Jane, Emily. I did a post the other day because there are some other international girls who are doing the Japan Muscle Contest Fit Model Show, which is the first Fit Model Pro show ever. I want to just click on here, and I'm going to just slide right. I'm hoping to, if I can remember everyone's names. Um, this is one girl, Charlie. Have you come across her before from Australia?
Yeah, she looks great. And I think from what I've seen, she does a lot of content as well, like you were
Loads.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She's putting a lot of stuff out there on YouTube and socials. First ever Australian Fit Model Pro. Um, Marnie, I know. Look, you've seen a lot of success on yourself when it comes to posing. Some of the Fit Model UK new pros. Victoria being one of them as well, who turned pro at the Masters Euro Masters last year. Looking at Charlie, looking at physique. What do you like about her physique?
She's got a beautiful shape, like bubbly shape as well. Like nothing about this to me screams skinny or not into bodybuilding. Like you can clearly see that she trains and yeah, tiny waistline as well, which obviously is going to be a focal point for this criteria, I would say. But not overly conditioned. She doesn't have crazy rib flare or anything like that. She just has really beautiful proportions there and actually quite a lot of width up top. Like not in an imbalanced way, but like you can see she's got lat development, she's got shoulder development, she's got some arms there. Like there's not really any body parts there to me that look like they are lacking, especially when she turns to the back as well. If you play the video, like she's got a decent amount of muscle in the back of her legs as well. It's not just all glute. Like
Agree.
there's a bit of hamstring, bit of quad as well. So yeah, really nice look from her.
I
I
love
think she'll do well. I think she'll do well. Yeah.
I mean, my God, it's. I want to say. I mean, I want to say. I think she'll do well. I think I said everyone will do well because I'm just. You just don't know
Yeah, well, that's
what's gonna
true.
be.
If I was judging, I think,
You've
well,
you've
yeah.
you've got like the first pro cards of pretty much every country descending
Yeah.
on Japan, the best of the best. Let me go to the next one here. I think which one? Oh my God, I really don't know. Oh, is this Gabby? Let me just double check with her because she got. Is it? Is this? I think it's
Yeah.
Gabby. Yeah,
Gabby,
okay,
yeah.
perfect. Okay, so this is Gabby from Brazil. She's I think she was a second Fit Model Pro from Brazil. Maria was the first one. Obviously shorter. we've seen some comparison from the posing. I'll throw it to Marnie and Kerry, you both. What do you see as the main differences between herself and Charlie?
Can you play it one more time,
Yeah,
please?
I'll just play this out.
Thanks.
And if you need me to pause it, just tell me.
She's got the sass. We love a bit of sass. I think the biggest thing there is so when you see her sort of walk to the front of the stage, she's stood up nice and tall. And I would say just to be careful of things like unintentionally retracting the shoulders back. And then when you kind of come into that front pose, just be careful that you don't sink back too much. Because again, being one of the shorter girls on stage there, see how when she walks, I think if she just brings the shoulders out a bit more, then maybe otherwise she could be at risk of a bit of too much rib flare. We don't know. But with the front pose and being a shorter athlete as well, I mean, me and Kerry are not the tallest, right? But in a pro show lineup, there is no height class, so you want to make sure that you're standing up nice and tall so that you don't make yourself look even smaller because she definitely does look petite. I don't know how tall she is, but I would assume she's a class A fit model girl from when she won her pro card.
Yeah.
Would
I
you agree?
yeah, I would just say that it's just one of those, isn't it? Like each person has their strengths, everyone has a different structure,
Yes, 100%.
and that's what it's going to come down to at the end of the day. Again, it's going to be structure.
Hmm.
Uh, this one's Leti from Italy. If I remember, I believe that she was the youngest Fit Model Pro in 2025 at the age of 18. I like to think I'm correct there. Yeah, so she will be one of the younger ones, the younger competitors to step on the Japan stage, the first ever Fit Model Pro. So I'll let us play out. Same question, girls. What do you like about Letty?
Well, firstly, that's incredible that she's doing the pro show at the age that she's at. Like,
Plain
you
as
know, what an amazing story that's going to be for her to tell in like years to come. But yeah, very exciting to see how she'll do. She's got a beautiful look as well. I think when it's the younger competitors, I don't think age is a disadvantage. I think it's really interesting to see, where you can end up because naturally you aren't going to have a lot of muscle maturity because you're younger. Now, that could work in her favor for Fit Model because they don't want too much dense muscle. So again, as we've said, we're just gonna have to wait and see what
exactly.
look they're gonna favor.
Because you can look at each one of these and be like, she might be too muscular, she might not have enough muscle, but like, really, like, who are we to say? I heard that I listened to a live the other day with like Sandy, and they said they're
Yeah.
nearing like 50 now. The
Wow.
Give me, obviously, I'm sure she'll watch this, and we've spoke about her age, but give me something that you like about her physique that we've seen.
structure, shape, her fullness in her glutes.
Yeah, her waist
Talk me
is
about this front shot.
absolutely,
Fine.
her waist is snatched, I was going to
Yeah.
say, from the back. You can really see how
Yes.
tiny she is. I would give a piece of advice for the front pose and just be really, really careful with the rib flare thing. I don't think she's pulling a vacuum, but I do think we could maybe cinch that in a little bit just so that your eye isn't drawn to that because,
Good point.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah,
I think essentially she could actually, instead of leaning back, actually just come
yeah,
forward a little more. And I think that would snatch in her waist and bring a little bit
I
more shape,
agree.
but also a little bit more width through the top where it's essentially closer. So maybe just literally coming forward a touch and not so upright because then it will reduce the amount of space in the ribs.
Yeah. Her V taper though there from the back is so impressive. Um,
It is. It really is from the back and the
Let's
front.
finish on our last one. Oh, I say last one. Wait, what was her name? Vertosango. She's from Italy as well. Sorry, I don't know what your full name is. Was it Rarity? Let's play this out as well, but that's one. So another one from Italy. So we've got two girls from Italy, one from Brazil, another one from Australia, going to the first ever Fit Model Pro show, taking place in Japan in 3.5 weeks now. Sorry, 3.5 weeks till it's February, end of this month. Okay, great. Shows are back this month finally.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay, good. We're a month where we actually got a show going on. Sorry, girls. throw it back to yourselves. I'll let us play out again. Give me some feedback on what you like about this physique.
Really, I think she's impressive, you know.
Yeah.
Really nice waistline. Obviously, not sure when this video was taken. Is it post-workout, fluids and stuff like that? I feel like she could probably bring her stomach in just a little bit in this front shot and just have a little bit more control in that, which would then, bring more of a snatched waist to that
Mm.
overall physique there. She looks like she's got a little bit more muscle on her frame, which again, we don't know, and neither do they, if it's going to go in their favor or not. But she's got a really nice bubbly physique. I would say maybe more doubts than the person that we looked at before. But again, who knows at this point what they want?
Yeah. It's so hard to know. I would also love to give her a little bit of feedback on her back pose because she's got very impressive bubbly glutes, which is needed for fit model. I think they're going to be hot on that. They're going to really look for glute fullness because that's hard to achieve when you haven't got a lot of muscle density and they don't want too much muscle density. So it's like, okay, we need the full round glutes to stay. But I would say here that definitely she could widen her hourglass a little bit more. So maybe a little bit more of a wide stance. And again, with that upper body and the elbows, because you kind of want a bit of contrast there that makes the waist look smaller. And also you want that balance still on the top line. So just kind of pulling the upper body back to the judges a bit more just to showcase that top line, create that hourglass ratios, from the shoulder to waist to glutes. Um, but it's there. She just has to show it, you
Yeah,
know.
definitely agree with that.
Well, I thought it was great to actually. I want to showcase some of the other Fit Model pros who are doing the show because it will be something that we will cover 100% because it is part of history. And obviously, all these girls who are making a trip over there deserve to have a spotlight on them because they are putting themselves as part of history. Kerry, you look like you're going to tell me something. Like you're
Yeah.
something. Wait, are you
I
telling
was
me?
going to say,
Go
do
on.
we have any more news on any other bikini athletes who are going to be competing this year? Or
Kerry, my God, you asked me the question that keeps me up at night, keeps me thinking about when I'm looking through the news, I look through the same people, and you know what? I'm going to bring this person up because she is the only one that's posted some content, and that's nothing bad. Like I get it, but let me bring up Sammy again
I
because
knew you were gonna.
she's doing updates, and look,
looking
we
She
want
looks
to
great. She
we,
looks
we
so good.
yeah.
Sam, if you watch this, we need you on the pod, right?
she looks like she is really just in her like she's just glow like the glow up's
Come on,
happened. Her
load
long
up.
off season has definitely done her the world of good. Her body looks like it's responding super well. She looks fresh. She's coming in. She's added muscle. Epic.
But she's not confirmed any shows now. I imagine because she could be in a natural show, didn't she, a couple of years back, right? I
From when
can't
I
remember.
spoke to her, I'm pretty sure she told me she's going to be competing, I think, end of May, beginning of June time.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. She's going to be ready long before that. Jump in
I
soon.
thought
she
I
has
thought the
Let's
same.
she
go.
has to do the UK One Bro Pro.
I thought the exact
That's
same.
that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Look, if I should
Yeah.
only one that we're kind of covering at the moment, you have to be doing that show. It's your one
Like yeah,
opportunity for everyone else to see you on stage.
9.5 weeks. You're ready.
Yeah.
Like you will be ready.
100%.
We'll be ready. They've got to be thinking about that in their corner.
She might be keeping it a surprise, I don't know, but I did ask her for that reason. I was like, "Ooh."
She'll struggle because she's at the event this weekend. I'm going to bring a lie detector and I'm going to film her and ask her to vote for show plans. Give me a straight. What are your show plans for 2026? Because, like I said, we know what Kerry's doing, we know what Phoebe's doing, and we just want to know what some of the competitors are doing. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or maybe a hint that you are preparing for shows. You have to give me the shows. Just give me a hint that you are, so we can talk about you girls. Okay, I think that is everything. Any updates on your side apart from this
Yeah.
weekend?
I have an update. So, I've been really unwell still since last.
Shock.
Yeah, I know. Since and I've not really like I find it really hard to talk about things like this sometimes, and that's why I've not got a new camera out. because sometimes like being on prep, people are like, why are you doing it? Why are you putting yourself through it? Like you're unwell, blah, blah, blah. But like at the same time, like even my parents have been unwell, my clients' parents have been unwell, my clients have been unwell, Meg's been like it happens. And like when you are in this sport, like you can't just cancel out things like that. Um, I've had obviously we take every step that we possibly can, and I've not trained. I went back at the gym for a couple of days, and then it got worse. I wouldn't say at the time that I went back too soon either, which is crazy. But yeah, it has come back. And we are 7.5 weeks out. Body weight has been dropping. We have been having refeeds, high food. Meg still I had a bit of a like wobble yesterday. I just went upstairs and Mark, I actually didn't ask him what the conversation was, but Mark often like reaches out to Meg if he feels necessary, lol. And he did that. And Meg basically said to me, when you wake up, because I went for a nap, we're having a phone call. And she said to me that like, she's happy with where we're at. We're like blessed that we don't have to push. If it was a case of pushing, it would be a different story. But essentially, like we're holding fire right now, and we're not at any detriment. We're on like around maintenance most days, so we're trying to bring my health back. I've had calls with the doctors, but it is what it is.
Honestly, like when I said shock there, it's because I'll stand by what I'm going to say here. Is I don't think I've still Mary Mike would agree with me as well. Say this as well. I can't think of anyone that has been like so consistent with shows, with the training, with eating, like even on the sacrifice that I see that you make, preparations, like you live the lifestyle 24/7. There never seems to be a single day off
No.
for you. Like it is all in because you know the level that you operate, you know the level you want to go, and you don't leave any stone unturned. And you're going to have these things, and when these things happen, it's because you live a life, 24/7, how a bikini pro is supposed to live, and that is why you are up there with one of the best in Europe, and that is something that we said anyway last year. And like I said, what you put out is just authentically you living the life day in day out, and these are the things that's going to happen because you don't this is what you put this is what you put yourself to do. You put yourself to push the limits, the boundaries for yourself. So when you are ill, I take that as in like, okay, that's probably a good thing because she's actually getting to that point where she's going to get better and better. But
Yeah,
that's how
yeah.
I see it.
The thing as well. And I think like obviously I've been open about what I've experienced with like the gut protocol and things I went through. I just had the results back from my second test and it's still showing like a bit of dysbiosis, but it's where it should be, given that we've just come off the antibiotics essentially. So now so he was really happy with where it was at. He was like, this is where it should be, but it was showing that with where I was at, that it could be a compromise to my immune system right now, which makes
Makes
sense
sense.
again. And it
Yeah.
made sense before that because of what I was suffering with. Again, made sense because Meg was like, we're always quite unwell. And that at that point as well, it made sense because of the results we had with the GI test and what was up. That made sense. And now it's like we've just got to build the good bacteria. But
Oh, bless her.
Get that word out, yeah.
so yeah, um, just got to keep going, keep showing up, keep trying. And that's it, really.
Well, you keep showing up. It's got you exactly where you're supposed to be, and that is on the top end. That's why you got the Arnold Classic UK invite, which was never in doubt, even though you were on that WhatsApp group and like, will I get it? Will I get it? Well, you was fully deserved because you did get it. That's why you're Olympia. That's why you're an Olympian. Roll on 2025, 2026 season for yourself because we are starting at the Arnold UK. You already mentioned the One Bro Pro show, which God, when was the last time you actually did two UK shows back to back?
Never.
Never, never,
Amateur.
definitely not with the IFBB or NPC.
Amateur days. Amateur
Yeah,
days. Yeah.
yeah,
And
the
take
regional days. My God, how long ago were they? Be nearly a decade ago soon. Come next year. Marnie, what about yourself?
Gosh, yeah, I feel like I am running around like a headless chicken ahead of this week, but never to complain. I'm very blessed to be so busy. And I just want to give everyone a heads up that we are, fortunately or unfortunately, very close to capacity now on Rocket this year, which I honestly cannot believe that I am saying this we've just come into February. I am as busy now as I was in the peak of the season last year, and the shows haven't even started yet. So, with that being said, if anybody is on the fence about posing and is like, oh, I'm going to wait till prep starts, I'm going to have to put a waiting list up. So just don't wait to avoid any disappointment. And also, we have just released some dates for my next Bikini and Fit Model Posing Workshop, which is in April.
I
So
saw
just
that, yeah.
go had a look on the
Where,
Rocket website.
where
It's
is
usually
it?
it's in Durham, so that's
Okay.
where I'm based. We've got a fantastic posing room, amazing training facility. If you want to come up, please do so. Have a training session, meet some other like-minded competitors, and ultimately practice your posing in like a show day scenario because you won't get any other opportunity to do that unless it's show day. So yeah, it's a great way to get your practice in and just build more confidence really. So
When in April again, sorry.
it's the 21st, I believe, so it's a Saturday. Yes,
So that's after the One Pro show, right?
it is indeed. I wanted to have it on a weekend where it's not going to clash with too much. It's hard when the
That's
shows
why I said it
start.
because it does avoid clash of any shows. That's
I
what I put out
will
there.
be at that show. I have some girls competing in the Ben Weeder and obviously want to be there to watch the pro show. So we're just busy right now, all of us. Like it's all systems go. I feel like once this weekend is out of the way, we're going to be looking forward to, well, I've got another workshop, then we've got the UK Arnold, you're going to Ohio, then yeah, we're into April. So busy, busy, busy.
You're on mute,
Oh,
Kerry. Did you
Kerry's
say
muted
something?
herself.
I said mental. I keep muting myself because I'm coughing, to be honest.
Oh.
But
Also, I just want to say as well, because obviously, Kerry, it was you mark 6 years together, right?
oh yeah,
Oh, congratulations.
I
thank
was
you.
like, why is Kerry not responding to messages? And then you were like, oh, I was away. I was like, oh, she's taking a little break.
Yeah,
That's lovely. There we go. Okay, we're cool with Kerry having a break. She definitely needs one out. I'm
Yeah,
cool
she
with that.
needs one. She
Yeah.
needs one.
I was like, yeah, definitely take 2 days, whatever.
I
Um,
surprised him with it. It was quite good. It's something you can do on prep, isn't it, as well? So
yeah, excellent.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what? I never share updates on my side.
Yeah, what's happening with you?
So obviously, I announced the other day that I'm the exclusive media partner for the Sharu Classic. So I will be in
Sick.
Delhi in June and Mumbai in December. So they're doing all sorts of stuff with them. They got the pro show in June. They got pro classic bikini and men's physique. So we're doing a lot with the Indian bodybuilding. And tomorrow, which will be Thursday, because I'll probably drop this tomorrow, Friday, I'll be announcing another media partnership, and that is with
Oh.
the Dubai Muscle Show. So I will be in Dubai at the end of October, which
No
is super cool.
way.
So I signed a contract the other day with that. So they're sending me out there as well, which is super cool. So I think like I looked at my diary this year. It's mad, going from Ohio to then I'm doing my stuff with Amelia. So I'll be in Alicante about 3 times this year. I'll be at FIBO, be at Pittsburgh, obviously India twice, Dubai, Germany for European Championships, back to Olympia, Romania, Slovakia. So it's been a good start of the year with now promoters reaching out to me, expos reaching out to me, and giving me some good opportunities. And when I always say as well, if anyone offers you an opportunity that takes you outside your comfort zone, absolutely say yes. And I've got
Yes.
anything planned, you could work it out because for me, it's all about networking. And thankfully, a lot of these opportunities have come up because I do try and constantly network.
you do, you
You
do.
are
Yeah,
smashing it. That's
So,
amazing. Wow. You
so
deserve
yes.
it though. You
proud of
deserve
you.
it.
Yeah,
And also, we will have an update very soon about
yeah.
Bikini Insider Arnold UK.
Yay!
That's also coming very soon. We had a call with the president from the Arnolds the other day, and we will have an announcement about that very soon. So that's something to look forward to.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's a wrap, guys. And next time we'll catch up will be after the NPC Worldwide Live Seminar. I'm going to try and get as many clips as possible, so I'll probably create a little bonus episode of some of the interviews with the girls over there. But of course, we'll do a nice little recap from that event, and we'll be back with some of the guests because we'll be 3.5 weeks out, 2.5 weeks out from the Japan Muscle Contest show kicking off the season. Do they have Pro Bikini, or is it just Pro Fit Model and Pro Men's Physique? I don't
I
think they got
don't
Pro
think
Bikini.
bikini. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Okay, so it's just Pro Fit Model and Men's Physique. Ladies, thank you for your time again. Guys, like, follow, subscribe, comment, all the good things that you do in the moment, and we'll see you next week.